It's another way to open the world to your kids that isn't necessarily using a screen.
You meet a lot of good people in the community to help each other.
It's a fun and practical way to teach students about electrical engineering concepts.
It gives people that opportunity that normally is an invert, don't like being around other people and conversating with people, the opportunity to actually talk to others and get to know other people versus just being to themselves.
It opens up a whole new world, not just from here to around the corner, but from here to wherever you want to go.
It connects people from all over the world in positive and unique ways.
It's fascinating just being able to learn how to work technology, to be able to talk to people in other countries.
The incredible diversity of opportunities, technologies, learning events that occur, and just such a broad spectrum of things that you can learn that I don't think you could really find in any other hobby.
Really, there isn't anything you can't do with ham radio.
It's different every day, and it's a lot of fun, very exciting.
It's the excitement of learning about electronics and getting my hands dirty, seeing how it all works. I've made a lot of friends for amateur radio.
I can speak to people all around the world. It's fun and will probably help out with physics at school.
The only limit is your imagination.
It's different.
I was wondering if it might be any APRS balloons that got shot down. I thought about that.
So what I'm curious about is whether they actually armed the warhead that they took out the one on off of Myrtle Beach with, or if they just used the hellfire to puncture the envelope.
I thought it was a waste of money to use a missile. I would have just used guns.
Exactly, 150 grand versus a 30 caliber round.
Yep. Well, they're probably not. They're probably 50 caliber or bigger, because it'd be a probably equivalent of a Gatling gun, so it might be 20 millimeter or something. But still, a 20 millimeter cartridge is much cheaper than a $400,000 missile. Unless they're just testing the missile. They might have been testing it too. Or the guy said, "Can I please shoot the missile, please?"
Hey guys, I have nothing to add and I'd prefer to lurk. I just wanted to say hello. I'm a brand new member and this is my first meeting, so I just thought I'd introduce myself. Marcel here, call sign is K0MKX. I've been a licensed ham since 2016, but didn't get around to putting up an antenna until this past September. Since then, I've just gotten more involved. Don't typically join clubs, and this may be one of the first. So just want to say hello and thanks for having me. Will do, and thanks for hosting. I think you're on mute. I thought Mr. Jackson was trying to say something, but maybe I'm wrong.
BIO mobile. Golf Bravo 3 Romeo Delta, Reading 118.8 Hz.
Hi and welcome back to another Tech Minds video. So in this video we're going to take a look at a project called RTL SDR Scanner. Now once installed, this allows the user to scan and record multiple frequencies within the set bandwidth all at the same time. This means that if you have an RTL SDR with a sample rate of just over 2 MHz, then you can potentially record all transmissions that happen on the 2 meter handband at the same time. Now it doesn't just record everything, only transmissions which then can be later played back through a nice web user interface as shown here on the screen. Now as the UI runs in a browser, this means you can access it from anywhere on your network, or if you port forward port 8000 through your router, you can even access it from the outside world. Not only can you listen to the recordings, but you can also download each of them as separate MP3 files. There is also spectrograph data that you can look at just for the recording or view for the entire bandwidth that's been set in the config file. So with an RTL SDR, you can have a maximum bandwidth of around 2 MHz, but the other device which this project supports is the Hack RF, where you can set the sample rate to provide up to 20 MHz of bandwidth. However, if you want to cover a larger frequency range than that of your device, then that's not this natively on Windows.
G4YKQ, G4YKQ, G0, SOR calling. G8NRR2E0 BIO mobile.
Now as this project can record a huge chunk of bandwidth at the same time, I thought this might be good for recording aircraft communications. So I set the frequency range from 108 MHz up to 137 MHz and then left it recording for a while. Now after coming back to check, I'd noticed lots of transmissions recorded, Even the type field of each recording had changed to AM for amplitude modulation, which aircraft transmissions use. Working. Firstly, there are some prerequisites installed. Then we need to make
And here's some factory footage. And that is our main New York City factory footage for this week.
Hey, Daron, I'll speak up. KD9URM. I recently ordered it's just a really simple kit, and it's an SWR indicator. You guys are probably familiar with these, but really bare bones. So I'm hoping to just throw that thing together for $15 and be able to, have a little insight into simple equipment. So I was happy to run across that idea and see the parts for it in a kit ready. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's the model that I got. So no, I think it's just like that. So, but I did grab one of those, grab bags of, 4 sets of mix and match adapters. So easy to come by. Yeah. Right. And I'm not at the place where I need a full blown SUBR meter, or antenna tuning and all that jazz. So yeah, the closest I got to circuitry in my computer science days was the breadboard stuff. So no soldering, just shove them in there and hope the internal connections haven't, they're not messed up. So yeah, it'll be a neat experiment here.
Does it have virtual smoke? Hey, Jerome, can I go direct with Jerry while you're doing that? Hey, Jerry, I don't know if you saw the emails I sent. I hooked up with Mike and got an answer to your question. Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Appreciate you sharing that tool.
It's another way to open the world to your kids that isn't necessarily using a screen.
You meet a lot of good people in the community to help each other.
It's a fun and practical way to teach students about electrical engineering concepts.
It gives people that opportunity that normally is an invert, don't like being around other people and conversating with people, the opportunity to actually talk to others and get to know other people versus just being to themselves.
It opens up a whole new world, not just from here to around the corner, but from here to wherever you want to go.
It connects people from all over the world in positive and unique ways.
It's fascinating just being able to learn how to work technology, to be able to talk to people in other countries.
The incredible diversity of opportunities, technologies, learning events that occur, and just such a broad spectrum of things that you can learn that I don't think you could really find in any other hobby.
Really, there isn't anything you can't do with ham radio.
And to run FYI, he pronounces it Kuttner.
It's different every day, and it's a lot of fun, very exciting.
It's the excitement of learning about electronics and getting my hands dirty, seeing how it all works. I've made a lot of friends around with radio.
I can speak to people all around the world. It's fun and will probably help out with physics at school.
The only limit is your imagination.
Just Barry's with us now, so FYI. Now we're good to go, I think. And Daron, I take that back. Maybe we should just do an audio check. Barry, can you hear us okay? And let's see if we can hear you.
Yes, now that my microphone's on, hopefully you can hear me. I'm still not seeing any pictures, so let me know if my camera is not adjusted well, and I will move it.
You look perfect, and your audio's loud and clear.
Okay, good.
I've got a problem, and I've got all these techniques and tools in my head. We're gonna engineering is just saying, I've got a problem, and I've got all these techniques and tools in my head. We're gonna solve this problem together. Engineering is making solutions for people. I grew up in Brookline, Massachusetts, which is right outside of Boston. When I was a young girl, actually one of my favorite memories is I would watch Mr. Wizard's World with my dad. And it was awesome. There was, building your own record player.
There's the needle in the amplifier.
Oh, wow. At the time, it was totally okay to set up explosives as long as you called the fire department ahead of time. Whoa! I just loved being creative, and I loved science. I loved building things, like taking things apart, understanding how they worked. I was actually having just a lot of fun because I'd been gaining all these skills in building and microcontrollers and LEDs and art and technology. And I'd post these projects online and send them to people and say, hey, here's a cool project I built. In Boston, Cambridge, and MIT, there is a strong open source culture. I was just soaking in this idea of, if you are creating new technology, new capabilities, you have to give it away. Otherwise, you're kind of being selfish. So I took that approach, which is called open source software, and applied it to the projects I was building to make open source hardware. I'd post up these projects and I'd get a lot of emails that said, hey, you know, this project is really cool. I want to learn how to build this too, but I have to buy all these parts. Can you just sell me a kit? You know, something that's an all-in-one box, and when I open it, all the parts are in it, and then I'll be able to follow along. I was living in a condemned apartment, but eventually that actually got torn down, and then we ran out of space, and so we got another apartment in the same building, and we would shuffle storage back and forth. I was taught engineering, but you don't really know how to run a business, how to manage people, how to create a community. I think having started it when I was 25, I just had to prove everyone wrong, and I was just like, I know I can do better than everyone, and I'll show you. Hey everybody, it's me, Lady Ada, and this is our Internet of Things box. Electronics engineering for me is my art form. What I'm trying to do is inspire people to become curious and practice using technology, learn electronics so I can build that thing that is in my heart and make it real. At Adafruit, we share everything. I share all the plans, the schematics, the design, the files, the code. It's all online, and every week we do show and tell. It's a live video, like hangout. Anyone with a webcam can show off what they're building. So we have people who are doing cosplay. We have people who are sewing. We have people who are mixing like clay and metal and glass with electronics to build sculptures. When somebody who glass blows shows, hey, I embedded the electronics in the glass sculpture so it lights up, I'm inspired. I'm like, that's a good idea. What kind of technology would help you achieve your goal? And then we publish that online for free. And that can inspire the next engineer in waiting. The traditional image of engineer is being changed. Right now, the people who are building electronics in my community, they're not what people would traditionally look at as an engineer. And that's good. That means that we're getting more brains, more experience, more people that have new, exciting problems to solve. The most heartfelt
Looks like it's
moment I've
1900.
had running Adafruit is
Jerry, if you're there, we're not hearing you.
Jerry's new computer.